guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time joining me, then welcome to my channel. I am Yolanda Kumalo, also known as Tushy, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on the streets. So this video is sponsored by Hairspells. Thank you so much, Hairspells. They actually sent me this hair so that I do a review for you guys. It arrived to me on Friday, if not Thursday last week, and today is Sunday, and that's when I'm actually shooting the video. It basically came with this pin as a gift, which has, it's written Miss. Yeah, and this flyer with just their details and how to actually connect with them. It's actually my second time checking out this hair. I just want to show you guys how it looks. It's called a loose curl. It's called a loose curl. I've never seen or heard anyone with a loose curl, but it looked really nice on their website, and that's what they sent me. This is how it looks. I think it looks like okay. I'm not really sure about it as of yet, but I just want to see it when it's combed out, but it's actually really promising. Yeah, and it is basically a 13x4, which means that it goes from ear to ear, lace front, and it also comes pre-plucked. That's the best part for me because I really struggle with pre-plucking hair. And it has like 4 combs to secure the wig, and also has like a string to adjust the wig if it is too big for you. So yeah, I will link each and every detail about this hair down in the description box, and also the link to their store as well. And yeah, and we can actually start getting to styling the hair. Oh, I forgot to say that this is a 20-inch long weave in length and with 150 density. I can't wait to actually have it on. I really want to see how these curls turn out because I've never seen. If there's anything I'm going to say about Hairspells, is that Hairspells is very like efficient. Like literally, you know, whenever they send hair, they always say between 5 to 7 working days, and it literally arrived before the 7 days. So how I'm going to do this video is I'll be styling this hair and also chit chat with you guys about some stuff, you know, that I felt like let me just talk about and how I feel about them and all of that. I'm just trying to get my cornrows at least to look a little bit decent. Guys, I will be looking this side a lot because this is where my mirror is actually, to help me with installing this hair. The most important thing that I learned is that before you actually install any lace front, you just have to make sure that all the hair laid to the back so that you don't cut in our erongo. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do first. We're just gonna get these hair to the back. It is my first time wearing this wig, so yeah, we're just gonna get all this hair to the back. So I decided to cut all the ears off camera. So this was a 13x4, but it went way over my ears, so I just cut it just so that it goes from ear to ear, and I did that perfectly off camera. So now we're actually going to get into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually my social media growth. I'm just going to give you guys like a quick background for the people that has just probably recently joined when they saw this video, or for someone that has been with me and met me halfway and doesn't actually know much about me. So I started my channel last year on 17th of February. I'm lying, in February. Let me just say in the February. I'm not actually sure about the date, but I think it was the 17th of February. I'm sure it was the 17th of February. And then I obviously experienced a lot of challenges in starting my channel, and it wasn't easy at all. It really wasn't easy. It really wasn't easy, you know, getting this whole thing going on. I experienced a lot of challenges that people who have channels can attest to. I went through a period of not getting views. I basically went through each and every struggle that each and every YouTuber basically talks about. A year later, this is me with 12,000 subscribers and 11,300 followers on Instagram, and wow, you know, like my growth literally shocked everyone, and it shocked myself too. It shocked literally everyone around me, my family, my friends, my boyfriend. Literally, I'm also still in belief when I just look at my followers and subscribers, and I'm just like, really, what is going on in such a short period of time? What is going on? And I think the real answer to all of it all, honestly, it's being myself, you know. If there's anything about me, I am myself. I'm not trying to live the Instagram life. I'm not trying to be something else that I'm not. I've always wanted to create a platform where I can actually have people relate to me, have people you know, watch my channel and feel like, oh, this is good, you know. One of the influencers that does that for me, it's Kayams. I mean, Kayams is doing really well, but when you watch Kayams' channel, you actually relate to her story, you know, how she started, and she literally always shares that. And she, you know, I truly really like Kayams for all of that. So when I watch Kayams' channel, that's exactly what I want people to feel. I want someone who's watching me to feel like she's relatable, you know. My growth has been really shocking. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make me feel any different about myself. Like, it doesn't make me feel any, it literally didn't change anything. I remember my boyfriend asking me when I had just hit 10,000 subscribers, and the next morning when we woke up, he asked me, because I was with him, he asked me, how does it feel to have 10,000 subscribers? You know, and it literally felt the same way. Like, I didn't feel anything at all. Like, it doesn't change me or anything about me, actually. I think the most important thing for me, it's my growth in terms of being able to collaborate with brands. You know, the fact that when I'm being pitched by my manager, you know, brands are willing to work with me. For me, that's literally everything and more, because I've always said, and it's something that I'm not scared to say on any platform, that for me, it's really not about having this big following and subscribers and all of that. Yes, that makes me happy, and it's good that I can actually post videos and you guys watch them, but I think what will make me more happier is actually having to work with brands, collaborate with brands. Me having to be able to manifest that and say, oh my god, I would actually like to work with brands, and that happening for me is, damn, this hair. Anyways, me having to manifest that, and I'm like, I'd actually like to work with brands, and having that actually happen for me means so much to me, you know. So that is the big part of it all for me. It's just being able to collaborate with brands and having brands notice you as a brand as well, that they can actually work with, you know, and they trust you with their product. That for me is literally everything and more. So I really do want to thank you guys, first of all, like, because it really is because of you guys, the support, and constantly always following me, engaging with my content. It means so much more. So yeah, I am that girl now with 10,000 followers on Instagram, and I actually get to have the option of, you know, when I post a video, I'm always just like, swipe up. So I was just like, I was super excited for that. And I think also for me, my growth was very natural. It was very authentic, because it was mainly based on, I didn't do anything to blow up, you know. I literally posted YouTube. I literally started my YouTube account, and obviously my YouTube account then, you know, attracted people to my Instagram account, because people were just probably obviously interested to see more, because on Instagram I'm obviously more online and you get to see my life as opposed to me being here on YouTube. So starting a YouTube channel then also resulted in my Instagram account also growing. So I didn't have to do anything. I didn't post anything and I went viral for it, you know. It was literally gradual and authentic growth, and I could see each time I post a video, I would gain a subscriber or two, and then I'd also gain a follower here and there, you know. So that was very beautiful to watch also from my side, because I was just like, wow, you know, like these numbers are actually growing. And it was like, you know, I still can't believe how quick my numbers grow, honestly. So yeah, I don't actually want to teapot this. I think I'm gonna open it right in the middle, but I just want to get rid of that first. So a lot of people always come to my DMs and they always ask me about how do I actually overcome social media pressure. And also my boyfriend just recently asked me about my fears on social media. So I think the one thing I fear the most, and I actually wasn't even aware of it. So my boyfriend and I were actually watching a movie. He was actually watching this movie, and then he made me watch it after he had watched it. And this movie was about this guy that actually started, he was living, you know, like he was around a lot of people and everyone at that time. Facebook was, you know, more popular, and everyone wanted to have a Facebook account, and he was the only one that didn't have Facebook. And people never actually really understood why, you know, he didn't have a Facebook account, because, you know, it's like basically not having Instagram. When you don't have Instagram, people are always just like, "Ay, bonyani, I'm not Instagram." Do you know what I mean? So that time Facebook was like Instagram for him, and like at that time. So people were just shook like, "Ay, but why don't you have Instagram like Facebook?" Because I mean, everyone has Facebook. And then he responded and he said that he actually wants to, well, he based it on like, he actually just likes his life like that, and it's more simpler, and he'd like to actually meet the love of his life offline and not necessarily online, and etc., and all of that, you know. And then I think the very same night he actually went home and he created a Facebook account. But then the thing is with him, he started to Photoshop his pictures, so he made himself appear as someone who is not, you know. And then he started growing like a lot of following overnight. And it goes back to the point of people on social media want to follow the glitz and the glam. They don't actually want to follow, like, it's really hard to grow your account if you just have like a basic life, like, you know, me and anyone else who can relate to what I'm saying. But it's much more easier when you're like a flashy person and you travel and all of that and all of those things, you know, which is nothing wrong, but I'm just like stating facts that it's much more easier to grow an account if you have like an interested life in that aspect, as opposed to being someone who just works and goes out to restaurant and you have like literally a normal life. And you know what I mean. So he went that route. He started creating an account and he started photoshopping himself in places he's never been, with people he's never been with. And his account really like grew, like it went big. It hit to 1 million, you know, followers, I think, on Facebook. And then he was approached. He was working with this other social media company that actually helped him. Sorry guys, I just want to cut this lace off properly. Let me just do it quickly. Okay, there we go. So I just cut the lace off right now. So yeah, as I was saying, he started working with like this big company, the social media company, and basically hooked him up with like events. So I would say like it's like influencer events. And because he was photoshopping his stuff, this one night he went out, he came back home, he came back drunk, and he started photoshopping his picture with some girl, and he actually messed it up because he was doing it drunk, you know. And then he posted that, you know, by accident. So people actually obviously saw that, who were online, and they started bashing him. Aibo, can't do all along, you're lying, you're photoshopping all your stuff. And then there was a hashtag created against him, that hashtag follow Jed, I think that was his name. Hashtag follow Jed, he's not himself. They were, you know, we need to, people unfollowed him and all of that. It was basic, what happened there is basically what happens now, you know, what we see now when we all love Umtu, and then when someone messes up once, we literally just want to unfollow them and all of that, you know. And he woke up the next day, and what he said was, yo, I actually can't believe that everyone that loved me yesterday, today, they all went and turned against me, you know. Everyone that was, you know, supporting, rooting for me, turned against me today, you know. So that was like really interesting, because it could happen to anyone. It could happen to me, it could happen to literally anyone. It could happen to Mihlali, it could happen to any social media influence, or isn't, let me say, in the social media platform. So my boyfriend woke up that day and he was like, he asked me, he was like, how would I take that, you know, how would I feel, you know, and how would it make me feel, you know, if that would happen to me. So I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, I think that's my social media fear, you know. My fear is having to have all of you guys, you know, like, I think for me it's not even about like having all of you guys like me or whatever. It's just like about having like to not be relevant. You know, maybe my thing might not even work out like that, might not even happen like how it did for him, because for him, he just, you know, he messed up. He messed up. So of course I would probably also have reacted that way if someone I truly like and I look up to, I find out that they've actually been photoshopping their life, you know, because what have I been following, you know? So I thought to myself that obviously I think because I don't do that, I think the one thing that is my fear, it's actually not being relevant, you know, in 2 or 3 years time, not being relevant, not having brands recognize me. It's not even just losing the attention from everyone that watches my channel. It's just like where you're not even recognized as a digital creator anymore. You're just there on social media and you're this person with big numbers, but you're not even getting the likes that are matching up to the big numbers. And not to say that it really matters, but I think it does to a certain extent. And I think influencers and people who are out there, digital creators that say likes don't actually matter and whatnot and I think it really does matter, because we do check and we're like, okay, this post really got like less likes and it's probably because people don't like such content. Like, we do check our stats, so we're definitely going to see when we definitely are going to see when the what's this thing, like when your likes or you're actually no longer, you know, getting the support you were getting from your followers. And obviously people aren't always going to support you even if you're giving them what's not it, you know. So I think that is my number one fear, to be quite honest with you guys. It is losing the relevant, like not being relevant, or like having to not be relevant in like years to come, and brands no longer really want to work with me. If there's anything I want from now, it's to actually grow, you know, and collaborate more with big brands that I actually would like to work with, and, you know, grow my channel into what it sometimes I even go as far and say, if this would work out, I would definitely, you know, do it as my full-time thing, because it really does make me happy, you know. So I think that is my number one fear, losing Londo. To summarize, it's just not being relevant in years to come, and kuphelile ngam. I think that for me is my number one fear. Another thing that people always come to my DMs and they ask me about, it's how I overcome social media pressure. My makeup was ruined here. I think for Mnane, the social media pressure, honestly, ipele even way before I made it as, and like my numbers grew, and I think how I did that, first of all, I always tell people that I don't follow influencers that you don't know their story. So for example, there are these people on Instagram, let me not say influencer, because not everyone is an influencer on Instagram. Let me just say, I don't follow people who you don't know their story. So there are people that will literally come on social media and they'll just post a flashy bag, and you won't even know what they do for a living. You don't know where they got that bag, how much it costed. Or I'm not saying that people actually own us explanations such as, oh, this is how I got the bag and whatever, or a YouTube video explaining that. But I think for my sanity and my sake, that's what I do, you know. I like to follow people that I know that, okay, this person is posting this because they actually worked for it, or they saved for it, or whatever the case is, or this is what happened to get this bag. And not someone who's just gonna go online and just literally post a bag and with a nice caption, and you actually don't know, or you don't even see what they do for a living. You know nothing about them, but all they keep doing is pumping you with nice posts and you know, expensive items and expensive traveling getaways and all of those things, and they never actually mention anything about what they do. I don't follow those people, because I'm just like, those are the people that are actually going to make you want things, or like they're actually going to make you like feel pressured over in the ongayazi or over nothing. So I'll give you an example. So for example, I'll go back to Kayam's again because I like her so much. Kayam's, the first time she bought her designer bag, she literally went on YouTube and she did an unboxing, and she did say that it was from her boyfriend, and she mentioned that she does not afford a designer bag at that time because it was 22k, right? That's how honest she was. Years later, now she's buying herself a Dior, a designer bag, a Mercedes-Benz cash, and she will literally go on the social platform and she will tell you that she actually saved up for a year for it. You know, she was working hard for the whole 6 months. She's been saving, and that's how she actually got those items. I'm not saying that I follow people who I have to save to get their items or whatnot, but I want to know your story. Like, I want to know that, oh no, you have a company that you're running, therefore that's why you're able to afford these stuff, you know. That for me, I draw inspiration as opposed to feeling pressured that your people are living out there. They tell I didn't live a baton bag. Hi bo. Hey, you do know what I mean? I actually draw inspiration, but I need to work hard. I need to pray to God so that he actually gives me something that will end up or result or make me money that's gonna be able to make me afford those things cash, you know what I mean? So for example, Sinovuyo Mondliwa, we saw Sinovuyo Mondliwa starting her company, her Love Kings company, from scratch, and she made a lot of money, and now she's buying herself design items. Do you know what I mean? She's buying herself a nice apartment stuff, everything quality. You end up drawing attention to all of those things. So that's it. What I'm saying basically is that I follow people that I'm gonna draw inspiration from to see that, okay, this person now owns a Mercedes-Benz and they bought it cash and they worked hard for it and they said it to me, or I saw it happening in front of my eyes. I also need to work hard. You never feel pressured if you see Umtu growing right in front of you, or like working hard, or they share just a little bit of their story with you. The only time you feel the pressure, it's when you don't know. I don't know. I think that's the case. Like when you don't know what's going on in this person's life and you just think, oh, you know, they're popping and they're living their life, and then that's where you're actually gonna start feeling like, what am I doing? No, I need to do whatever I need to, you know. But I feel like when you know someone's background and how hard they've worked, you start getting motivated actually, and you want to do more. Like you basically draw inspiration from them as opposed to being envious. So yeah, those are the things that I actually wanted to share with you guys today. It's like my social media fears and how, and yeah, so yeah guys, I really want to give each and every one of you advice that start doing that, and you'll see how easy social media will be, or being on Instagram will be. Guys, if you see this on YouTube, when you guys are watching this video, my foundation, I put it on and then it pagame with glue, so I'm really sorry about that. So yeah guys, that's literally what I wanted to share with you guys. This is the final look for today, and I love this hair. I really wasn't sure about this wig when I got it. I was just like, even when I saw it actually online, I was just like, really? But I love these curls, and you guys know me, my relationship with curls is insane. But this is not a deep wave curl. It's like it's called a loose curl. As you guys can see, these curls are like big. So yeah, I am going to link each and every information about this hair down in the description box, and if you want to purchase it, you can definitely hit Hairspells up and I'll get you connected. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below. Let me know about the conversation that we had, and give me any tips and ideas on how to overcome my fears if you have any. Also, don't forget to do the most important thing, which is to subscribe. Please subscribe, because we are on the road to 15k, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when I hit 15k. I feel like I always say this. I always say I don't know what I'm gonna do when I reach whatever number, and I'm actually still the normal same person. I really want to end off this year with 20,000 subscribers, so let's keep the numbers growing. Please share this video with your friends, your family, and let them know about Utushi's channel. I do think that I bring some wholesome content, and please ask him to subscribe to my channel and show me the love so that we can actually hit 15,000 subscribers. Let me love and leave you, y'all.